headlines this Saturday tea time in the Premier League. City leave it late to beat Leeds and close the gap on Arsenal to 4.
This is Foden inside the penalty area. Foden keeps his balance. Gets the shot away and scores. Phil Foden finds a way.
Finished 3-2. Sunderland are still unbeaten at home. They fight back from 2 down to win 3-2 against Bournemouth.
Robbie! Off the bench as Sunderland come from behind to lead against Bournemouth.
2 goals for Thiago give Brentford a 3-1 win over Burnley at 5:30. Everton Newcastle. Mike Minor.
With Idrissa Gueye suspended and Seamus Coleman injured, Everton bring in Jake O'Brien and Tim Irabunan. Lots was made of Newcastle's goalkeeping situation. 6 changes for them, including the man between the posts. Nick Pope is injured, so Aaron Ramsdale starts for the first time this season in the Premier League.
Spurs Fulham is an 8 o'clock kick-off. Coventry still 10 clear at the top of the Championship. They beat Charlton 3-1. Norwich have got their first home win of the season, 3-1 against QPR. Cardiff go top of League One. They beat Mansfield 3-0. Stevenage and Stockport both draw. Walsall fight back to defeat Bromley 3-1. They stay top of League Two. Finished Motherwell 0, Hearts 0. The Scottish Premiership leaders now 3 games without a win. Oscar Piastri cut McLaren teammate Lando Norris's championship lead by 2 points with victory in the sprint race at the Qatar Grand Prix. Victory tomorrow will seal Norris's first world title. South Africa are thrashing Wales 73-0 at the Principality. The defending champion Judd Trump is through to the last 16 of the UK snooker in York. The former champion hurdler Constitution Hill fell once again as Golden Ace came through to win the fighting 5th hurdle at Newcastle. Reports and reaction to come before full commentary of Everton against Newcastle. I'll give you all today's football results as well in England and Scotland, and we will start with the Premier League. Just the 3 games at 3 o'clock so far. Brentford 3, Burnley 1, Manchester City 3, Leeds 2, Sunderland 3, 10-man Bournemouth 2. Let's go to the Etihad. 3 points for Manchester City. Just Ian Dennis.
I know. At half-time, Manchester City were cruising, leading 2-0. However, the introduction of Dominic Calvert-Lewin transformed Leeds United and the game. So much so that Daniel Farke will feel disappointed that they didn't get something from this. Phil Foden scored the quickest goal of the Premier League season with a volley after 59 seconds. And when Gvardiol stabbed in a second, you feared the worst after 25 minutes. Perry made saves from Foden and Gonzalez. Reinders fired over. If Leeds were passive in the first half, they were anything but in the second period. Calvert-Lewin reduced the arrears. He gave them a focal point, and his presence caused problems. He won a penalty after a clumsy foul from Gvardiol. Mech's penalty was saved, but he scored from the rebound midway through the second half. Leeds were fighting for everything. It could have gone either way, and then Phil Foden found a way in injury time, keeping his balance and his composure to get a 91st minute winner as Manchester City moved within 4 points of leaders Arsenal.
Sort of feels like it's 3 points for Manchester City, Chris Sutton, but plenty for Leeds to build on.
Yeah, I mean, they just didn't compete in the first half, and Ian described them as passive, and that was spot on. Manchester City get off to the perfect start, scoring inside a minute, get the second, and they were cruising. They were in total control, playing at will, totally dominating the first half. And then the change from Daniel Farke, who's often criticised for not being as proactive as he should be, and Dominic Calvert-Lewin came on, and Leeds just went direct, and Dominic Calvert-Lewin roughed up the Manchester City centre-backs. They get the goal back through Calvert-Lewin. Poor defending from Nunes allowed Calvert-Lewin to finish. And then another long ball. They win the penalty. Calvert-Lewin wins the penalty. Mecha misses the penalty and pops in the rebound. And then you're thinking, here we go. Is this going to be a massive turning point in Leeds' season? But Manchester City, who barely laid a glove on Leeds in the second half, score late on from a bit of brilliance from Phil Foden. He's so good in tight spaces. He found the corner, and City get away with one. 3 big points. They're still in a title race. You felt it was an important game for them, but they stumbled over the line. And for Leeds, you think, as a performance, you can take something from it, but you know they would have preferred a point or points.
All 3 promoter sides in action this afternoon. Leeds stay in the bottom 3 after that defeat. Burnley also in the bottom 3 after their defeat at Brentford. John Southall.
Yes, forget the first 80 minutes. What a final 12. The game had been meandering along when Brentford got an 81st minute penalty. The demons of Brighton 7 days ago must have been consuming the thoughts of Ego Thiago, his missed penalty in added time. No mistake this time. This time he went to the left, and this time he scored. That lead lasted 4 minutes. The penalty at the other end, Zion Fleming dispatched it. Burnley were then heading for a precious away point. That hope lasted a minute when Thiago smashed in his second, his 11th league goal of the season, 12 in total. What a success story he has been. Dango Ouattara wrapped it up in added time. A remarkable final 12 minutes. This Brentford's 5th home win of the season. Imagine where they'd be if they could win away.
John, thank you. The third promoted side in action, Sunderland. They've won again. They came from 2-0 down to beat Bournemouth by 3-2. Danny Murphy, part of the Match of the Day team, and he watched this. They are, it's a cliche, isn't it, Danny? But they are turning the Stadium of Light into a fortress.
They definitely are. I got lucky today, chappers. You know, when you pick one of the games, and this was an absolute classic. It was end to end. I mean,
Did you do the senior pundit thing back in your
No,
box? In your box, Joe. I'm going to pick the game I want.
No, I actually went with the flow. He's the City man, isn't he?
Yes.
So Bournemouth were outstanding as well. They both had a go. I think the way the styles set up, because Sunderland went to a back four today, and you felt that they were, you know,